My name is Zoe, and I never forgot him. I live in a small town, the same town where I was born. I worked in a cafe on Main Street. It's a quiet place. We have regular customers. They come every morning. They drink coffee and read newspapers. My life is simple now. I wake up at 6. I make breakfast. I walk to work. I smile at people. I go home. I watch TV. I sleep. But there's something I never told anyone. When I was 10 years old, I fell in love. His name was Mark. Every summer, we played together in Peterson Park. We climbed trees. We ran through the grass. We laughed until our stomachs hurt. He had brown eyes and messy hair. He always wore a red t-shirt. Mark was my best friend, my first love. But one day, everything changed. His family had to move away. His father got a new job in another city. I remember the last day. We sat under the big oak tree. Mark gave me a small rock. He said, "Keep this." "So you remember me," I cried. He cried too. Then he left. That was 18 years ago. I never saw him again. I kept the rock. It's in a box under my bed. Sometimes I look at it. I wonder, where is Mark now? Does he remember me? Does he remember that summer? I have one photo of us. We're standing by the swings. We're both smiling. My mom took that picture. I look at it sometimes. When I feel lonely, people say you forget your childhood loves. They say it's just silly kid stuff, but I never forgot Mark. I never forgot his laugh, his smile, the way he said my name. Some loves stay with you forever. Even when the person is gone, my normal days are simple and safe. Every morning, I wake up at 6. I make coffee. Black, no sugar. I eat toast with butter. Then I brush my teeth. I put on my cafe uniform, a black apron and a white shirt. I walk to work. It takes 15 minutes. I know every street, every house, every tree. The cafe opens at 7. My best friend, Mila, works with me. She's the other waitress. We've been friends since high school. Mila is funny. She makes me laugh. She talks a lot about everything. We serve coffee. We bring people breakfast, eggs, pancakes, sandwiches. Our customers are nice. Mr. Johnson comes every day. He orders oatmeal. Mrs. Chun reads her book in the corner. She drinks tea. During breaks, Mila and I sit outside. We talk about small things. The weather, customers. Weekend plans. Mila has a boyfriend. His name is Tom. She's very happy. She shows me photos of them together. She talks about getting married someday. I listen, I smile, but inside I feel a little sad. I had a boyfriend once, 2 years ago. His name was David. We dated for 6 months, but it didn't work. He said I was too distant, too cold. He said I never really let him in. Maybe he was right. After David, I stopped trying. I stopped dating. I told myself, I'm fine alone. But sometimes, late at night, I feel lonely. I think about the past, about summer days, about climbing trees, about laughing until my stomach hurt. I think about Mark. Mila says I'm too romantic. She says I live in the past. She says, "Zoe, you need to move on. You were just kids." It wasn't real love, but it felt real to me. Sometimes I walk past Peterson Park. The swings are still there. The big oak tree too. But everything looks smaller now, older. I never go inside. It hurts too much. I wonder about Mark all the time. Where is he? What does he do? Is he happy? Is he married? But I never tried to find him. I never searched online. I never asked around. I was too afraid. Afraid that he forgot me. Afraid that the magic only lived in my memory. Afraid that reality would destroy my beautiful dream. So I just kept living, working, walking, sleeping, waiting for nothing, hoping for everything. Then I saw him again. It was a Tuesday morning, a normal day. The cafe was quiet. Only 3 customers inside. I was cleaning tables, wiping away coffee rings. Mila was making tea behind the counter. The door opened. The little bell rang. I looked up. My heart stopped. A man walked in. Tall, brown hair, dark jacket. I knew that face. Those eyes. That walk. It was Mark. Older now, much older, but the same. The same Mark. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. He walked to the counter. He didn't look at me. He looked at the menu board. Mila smiled at him. "Good morning. What can I get you?" He said, "Black coffee, please." His voice. Deep now. But I remembered it. I remembered everything. My hands started shaking. I dropped my cloth. It fell on the floor. Mark glanced at me. Just for a second, then he looked away. He didn't recognize me. Mela made his coffee. Mark paid. He took his cup. He sat by the window. I stood there, frozen. My heart was beating so fast. Mila walked over to me. "Zoe, are you okay? You look pale." I couldn't speak. I just pointed at him. "What? The guy by the window?" I nodded. "What about him?" I whispered, "That's Mark." Mila's eyes went wide. "Wait, Mark? The childhood Mark? Your summer boy?" I nodded again. "Oh my God, Zoe. Go talk to him." I shook my head. "I can't." "Why not? What if he doesn't remember me?" "So what? Introduce yourself. What if he's married? Then you'll know." "But you have to try." I looked at Mark. He was drinking his coffee, looking out the window. He seemed tired, sad, maybe. I wanted to walk over. I wanted to say, "Hi, do you remember me? We played in the park. We were best friends. I never forgot you," but I couldn't move. I was too scared. After 20 minutes, Mark finished his coffee. He stood up. He walked to the door. He left. I felt like crying. Mila hugged me. "It's okay. Maybe he'll come back." I didn't believe her. But the next day, he came back. Same time, same order, black coffee. He sat by the window again. I watched him. I wanted to say something. But the words wouldn't come. This happened every day, for 4 days. Mark came in, ordered coffee, sat by the window, left. He never looked at me. Not really. On Friday, I decided I had to do something. When he came in, I walked to his table. My hands were shaking. "Here's your coffee," I said. He looked up. "Thank you." I stood there. staring at him. He looked confused. Is something wrong? I took a deep breath. Do I know you? He stared at me, really looked at me, at my face, my eyes. Suddenly, his expression changed. His eyes went wide. Wait, he said slowly. Emma? No. Zoe? My heart jumped. Yes. Zoe Clark. He stood up fast. His chair made a loud noise. Oh my God, Zoe, it's really you. I smiled. Tears came to my eyes. It's really me. Everything changed with one word. Zoe. Mark and I talked for 2 hours that day. After my shift ended, we sat at a table in the back. He told me his story. His family moved to Seattle when he was 10. His dad got a job there. They lived in a big city. Mark went to school. He studied hard. He became an architect. He designed buildings. He never married. He had girlfriends, but nothing serious. 3 months ago, his mother got sick. Very sick. Cancer. She wanted to come back home, to this town, to die in the place where she grew up. So Mark came back too, to take care of her, to be close. He was staying at his mother's old house, the one on Maple Street. I told him about my life, about working at the cafe, about never leaving town, about staying in the same place for 18 years. He looked sad when I said that. You never left? I shook my head. No, I didn't want to. That wasn't completely true, but I didn't say why. After talking, we walked together to Peterson Park, the place where everything began. It looked different now, smaller. The paint on the swings was chipped. The grass was too long. The oak tree was still there, but older. Some branches were broken. Mark smiled. I can't believe this place is still here. We sat under the oak tree, just like we did when we were kids. Mark said, I thought about you, Zoe. Many times over the years, my heart felt warm. You did? Yes. I wondered what happened to you. If you were happy. If you remembered me, I remembered, I said quietly. I never forgot. We sat in silence for a moment. Then Mark said, Do you still have the rock? The one I gave you? I laughed. Yes, it's in a box under my bed. He smiled. I can't believe you kept it. Of course I did. It was important. We talked until it got dark. About everything. About memories. About our lives now. About how strange it felt to be here again. But something felt different. We weren't kids anymore. We were adults now. Strangers, really. With 18 years between us. The memories were beautiful, sweet, perfect, but the present was complicated. Mark talked about Seattle, about his apartment, his office, his projects, his friends there. I realized something. His life was there, not here, and my life was here. It always had been. We were from different worlds now. Over the next 2 weeks, we met every day. Coffee in the morning, walks in the afternoon, dinners sometimes. Mila was so happy for me. She said, See, I told you. It's like a movie, childhood sweethearts reunited. I wanted to believe that. I really did. But slowly, I started to see the truth. Mark was kind, funny, smart, everything I remembered. but he was also leaving. The hardest truth came on a Thursday evening. We were sitting in the park again, under the oak tree. The sun was setting. The sky was orange and pink. I finally asked the question I was afraid to ask. "Mark, how long are you staying?" He looked down. He didn't answer right away. "Mark," he sighed. "My mother is getting better. The treatment is working. The doctors say maybe 2 more months. Then she be stable." "That's good news," I said. But my voice shook. "Yes, it is." I waited. Then I asked, "What happens after 2 months?" He looked at me. His eyes were sad. "I go back to Seattle." My heart sank. "You're leaving?" "Zoe, my job is there. My apartment. My whole life. I have projects I need to finish. Clients waiting. And what about us?" The words came out before I could stop them. Mark took my hand. "Zoe, I care about you. I really do. These weeks have been amazing. Like finding a piece of my childhood again, but," I whispered, "but I can't stay here. My life isn't here anymore." Tears filled my eyes. "So this is just temporary, just a nice memory?" "Again, I don't know what this is," he said honestly. "I didn't plan this. I didn't expect to see you again." I pulled my hand away. "So what? We just say goodbye in 2 months? Like we did when we were 10? Zoe ... double quotes. "No." I stood up. "I waited 18 years, Mark. 18 years. I kept that rock. I kept that photo. I kept you in my heart. And now you're telling me you're leaving again?" "I didn't ask you to wait for me," he said quietly. Those words hurt more than anything, because he was right. He never asked me to wait. He never promised to come back. He was just a kid who moved away. I was the one who held on. I was the one who couldn't let go. I started crying. "You're right. You didn't ask. I'm sorry. Zoe, please ... I need to go home." I turned and walked away. He didn't follow me. That night, I cried. Hard. Mila came over. She held me while I sobbed. She said, "I'm so sorry, Zoe. I thought this would be different." "Me too," I whispered. I felt so stupid, so foolish. I had built a dream, a perfect dream. The boy from summer would come back. We would fall in love. We would live happily ever after. But real life isn't a dream. Mark had his own life, his own path, his own future, and it didn't include me. What I learned about love. For 3 days I didn't see Mark. He didn't come to the cafe. I didn't call him. Mila watched me carefully. She said, "Are you okay?" "I will be," I said. And slowly, I started to understand something. I didn't love Mark, not really. Not the real Mark. I loved the memory of him. The 10-year-old boy with messy hair. The summer days. The laughter. The innocence. But that boy was gone. He grew up. He changed. He became someone else, and I grew up too. I had been holding on to a ghost, a beautiful ghost, but still a ghost. On Sunday, Mark came to my apartment. He knocked on the door. I opened it. He looked tired. "Can we talk?" I nodded. We walked to the park. One last time, we sat under the oak tree. Mark spoke first. Zoe, I'm sorry for everything. For leaving when we were kids. For coming back and ... complicating your life. It's not your fault, I said. You didn't do anything wrong. I wish things were different. I smiled. A real smile. Me too, but they're not. I leave next week. My mother is strong enough to stay with my aunt now. That's good. I'm happy she's better. We sat in silence. Then I said something I needed to say. Mark, thank you. He looked confused. For what? For showing me something important. What? That I can feel again, that my heart isn't broken. I thought I was stuck in the past. But I'm not. I'm just ... ready now. Ready to move forward. Mark smiled. You deserve someone amazing, Zoe. So do you. We hugged. A long, warm hug. Then he left. I watched him walk away. This time I didn't cry. I felt sad, but also free. I realized something important that day. Childhood love is beautiful, pure, magic, but grown-up love is different. It needs two people choosing the same future, building something together, staying, trying, fighting for each other. Mark and I had a beautiful past, but we didn't have a future, and that was okay. I went back to work the next day. Mila hugged me. How are you? I'm okay, really. And I still have the rock Mark gave me. I still have the photo. But now when I look at them, I smile, not with sadness, with gratitude. Those summers taught me how to love, how to feel, how to open my heart. Now I know I can do it again. With someone who stays, someone who chooses me every single day. Not just in summer memories, but in real life. That's my story. Sometimes we need to say goodbye to the past to find our real future. The boy from summer will always be in my heart, but my heart has room for someone new now, someone who will stay. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel and see the next story to learn even more.